Flowers about her head. Sun she blushes, then she turns red.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to Dance TV. My name is Bridget Williams, and today we have Miss Rosetta here with us. How are you?
Wonderful.
Good. Thank you so much for letting us talk to you for a few minutes about this thing called swing and dance. So I think we'll just go right into it. So how long have you been dancing?
I will have been dancing for 4 years in March.
4 years. Okay, so 4 years. The way
years,
you
yes.
dance, 4 years. Okay.
Yes, I became a dancer in March of 2011.
2011. Okay. You're an amazing dancer. People that have danced for years can't dance the way that you dance. Let me just say that. And watching you are in another world when you dance, and it shows. It shows. Okay, so 4 years ago, what brought you to the floor?
Well, I have a sorority sister named Kathy James.
Okay.
And her husband Bart James was over Step in Motion.
Right.
I was able to attend one of their graduations. I had a friend who was graduating. Had never heard of Swing Out, didn't know what Swing Out was.
Wow.
Went to the graduation and was like, I could do that. So in January, I started going to their classes and graduated in March, and the rest is history.
Wow. So that was 4 years ago. Okay, so you said, okay, I like this swing thing. What kept you coming? What kept you coming back?
Well, for me, dance was like my bondage release. When I started dancing, I was at a point in life where things were kind of falling apart. And I was kind of losing faith in man and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
And Step in Motion just happens to be an organization that's really family oriented. And so, it's a nonprofit.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Okay.
to send high school kids to college.
Right.
So we went to church together. We hung out together. When I moved to Dallas, they all helped me move here. So
How awesome
yeah,
is that?
they became a new family for me. So dance was like a new family thing for me.
That is awesome. So that was your tension relief. That's what dance brought out of you. To let all that other stuff go. Awesome. So you swing out, and you also West Coast,
Yes.
and you also step.
Yes, I did them all.
Wow, that's a lot. 4 years, and you're okay. It's almost getting through dance a year.
Yes, pretty much.
So, how hard is it to differentiate one from another? How hard is it to go from dance and swing out on one song, and then Chicago on one song, and then West Coast on another song?
For me, it's really not. I think it's because one of the things that I really took away from Step in Motion was learning how to follow.
Very important.
Yeah, very much so. And I think that's why I look so free when I dance, because you have to be free to follow. And when I started, I wasn't. I was a control freak.
Really?
And Kathy would always fuss at me and be like, girl, stop. This is not about you. Stop. And so once I got to the point where I really could be free, it was like it's the one time that I can really be in the role that God intends me to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Right.
responsible for anything.
Right.
That man is.
That's right.
And so you can
right.
just get out there and smile and sing and have a good time and not have to worry about nothing.
I guess that's very liberating too.
Yes.
But I've seen you dance, and I've seen you go from person to person, and you're the same Rosetta with each person. You don't change, and I think that's just so important. That's your style, that's your swag. And what brought on the swag is my question. How did you get this presence that you have? Because it's not like anyone else. I could block your face off and know that I'm watching Rosetta dance. So how did that swag come about?
I really don't know. Before I danced, I was a singer. And I still sing. I shouldn't say was.
Oh,
I'm a church
my.
choir, all that kind of stuff. And so I just feel music. It's natural.
Okay.
And with West Coast, it makes it even better, right? Because you're dancing to lyrics and all that kind of stuff. So everybody that sees me, every picture you ever see, my mouth is always open because I'm singing a song. And so I'm dancing what I feel. And that's just it. It's just what I feel. There is no, rhyme or reason, no choreography to it. I'm just out there being me. What you see is just me.
Okay. Now let's go back to this choreography part. You never had any classes outside of swing out?
Yeah, I've recently started being coached at West Coast. But when I started, no. I learned to step on the floor at the lodge with Travis Guidry. Hi, Travis. He was like, "Come on, Santana." They call me Santana. "I know you can do this." And he taught me the basics on the floor. And after that, the Genos, the Tashans, all of them, I guess they just saw something special in me, so they always come and dance with me. And I just learn as we go. Same thing about West Coast. I would dance with Gentry, Dominique, Errol, and we would be out there getting it. And I had no idea I was doing a different dance. I thought we were doing swing out.
Who does that?
You just
Who does that?
You just follow.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. And no intention of getting any other formal training, just evolving is the goal.
Well, I will continue to take West Coast classes now that I'm competing, because I compete in West Coast now. I'm trying to focus on West Coast, so I don't know if I'll be doing any stepping classes or anything else. Maybe in the future, if I start competing there too, that might be necessary, because there'll be certain technical things, that you probably won't know just from dancing on the social floor. Right. But right now, I'm content where I'm at.
You're truly a natural dancer.
God is good.
All the time. Oh, okay. So where do you see yourself in this dance 2-3 years from now?
I hope better.
Is that possible?
Yes, you can always get better. You can always get better. I had someone tell me one time I was actually considering stopping dancing.
Wow.
Because I didn't quite like the environment and I felt like I needed a break. And I had somebody tell me that for me, dance was a ministry, that the impact that I had on people meant more to people than what I knew.
Very, very, very true.
And so for me, at this stage, that's what I take it as. If I can uplift somebody, help somebody, the same way the dance uplifted and helped me, then that's how we keep going. Last week I was at the Elephant Room, and Johnny made a statement about the fact that people watch us. The swing out community is being watched. And I think we need to take that more seriously and have a little bit more responsibility about how we handle each other, about how we handle the people that are watching us, and make it a more family-oriented environment and pick each other up instead of breaking each other down. So if I can be the person to help make that go forward, that's what I would like to do.
What an awesome perspective. What an awesome perspective. Very refreshing. Awesome. Okay. Well, good. Is there anything you'd like to add to the swing out community?
I really wish that we could have more of a meld of all the dances. Yes, I get out there and I do all three. There's no reason why everybody else can't do all three. There's no reason why we can't.
Have all of that in us. So let me speak for everyone else. That's not in everyone.
Can dance, Bridget. Everybody
can dance, but not to the caliber that, you've got to agree with me that an ordinary person that has not swung out, had any exposure to swing out, can come and pick up 3 dances. That's not ordinary. That's extraordinary. Let's call it what it is.
Okay.
Let's call it what it is. So
I don't agree. I think everybody can dance and everybody can learn.
Yeah, everybody can.
And so I want us to share. It seems like we're in a little box, right? And a lot of times, like when we go out, even when I go to the West Coast functions and I say, "Oh, I learned swing out first," they're like, "What is that?" And I think we need to change that. We need to get out and be open and show people our dance. They enjoy our dance. Whenever we show it, it's like, "Oh, that's neat. Let's do that."
Wow.
And so that's what I hope we can get to where we can go out and share the same way the salsa people do, the stepping people do, the West Coast people do. Okay. There's no reason why we can't do that.
Wow. Yeah, I think that'll be something to build on in the upcoming year. So you have such a fresh perspective. Thank you for talking to us today. I really appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Miss Rosetta, thank you so much for having us today. And it's Bridget Williams with Dance TV, and I'll see you on the floor.
Flowers about her head. Sun she brushes and she turns red. Leaves are begging trees to be shed, to fall beside you. Words of shame to be said, and lips are craving to be fed.